The Enchanted Rose might not have been the Beast's favorite decoration at the castle, but its frail beauty under a glass dome has certainly captured the hearts of the fairy tales fans. Beauty and the Beast, Enchanted Rose Sundae. Featuring sparkling wine rose flavored ice cream, marzipan rose, caramel dome, and a bit of magic. A written version of this recipe is also available at our blog Tales from Ever After, which are as easy to do as waving the magical wand. Start by reducing about 150 milliliters of sparkling wine to about 2 tablespoons of liquid. Let it cool and then add additional 1 tablespoon of the sparkling wine. Next, whip 400 milliliters of 30% fat whipping cream until thick and fold it gently into 200 milliliters of condensed sweetened milk. Be very careful not to overwhip the cream, else you will end up with tiny butter droplets in the ice cream, which might not be the best sensory experience. Most recipes call actually for 48% fat cream, but good luck trying to find that in Germany, so if you also live in a land that was not blessed with double cream in the supermarket aisles, don't despair, as whipping cream does the job just fine. Divide the fluffy base into 2 bowls, add 1 tablespoon of rose water and a lot of blue food coloring to one, and the 3 tablespoons of wine liquid to the other. Finally, pour the wine mix into a plastic container, add the rose mix into one of the corners, and gently mix to create a marble pattern. For a bit, you might be wondering if I just mix up the Smurfs with Beauty and the Beast, but trust me, cover it with foil, pop it into the freezer overnight, and wait for the magic to happen. Now, conjure up your inner enchantress to make the iconic rose. It's actually really simple to make pretty magical looking roses from marzipan. For a rather large rose, you will need about 70 grams of marzipan paste and a lot of red food coloring. For marzipan, use powder or paste coloring, as the very liquid types don't really work, unless you are looking for some dramatic blood-like splatters all around the kitchen and yourself. If you want to prevent your hands from turning into beastly red, wear protective gloves for this. Start by dividing the marzipan mass into 19 balls, more or less. 6 small, 7 medium, 6 large, doesn't really matter. From one medium ball, form a conical shape as the center of the rose, and from the remaining ones, make the petals. They should be a bit thicker at the base and as thin as possible on top to look delicate. Start with the small petals, pressing them gently around the cone and lightly overlapping each other, and then continue with the bigger ones. As you stick them on, wrinkle the tops a little bit to look more real. Don't stick the last 2 petals on, they will be used as fallen petals on the sundae later. Once the rose is done, it's time for finishing touches. Structure the center with a spoon to look like petals that haven't really unfolded yet, and use blue coloring to lightly dye the edges of the petals. It adds more dimension. It looks so real, magical. And the last bit of wizardry, the glass dome. I checked a lot of recipes for caramel and hard candy and ended up doing about 6 experiments to get this right, and sometimes I wished I was separating peas and lentils instead. I tried to make the dome with a lot of templates that did not work at all, so in the end, Gerald persuaded me to use how to cook that's balloon method. Link in the description. So check it out if you need more detailed info about the method. For the caramel, mix about 100 milliliters of water with 200 grams of sugar, 1 tablespoon rose water, and 4 tablespoons corn syrup. Heat the mix on medium heat without stirring, just scraping off the sides of the pot from time to time until you can see the first hint of golden color. Take it immediately off the heat and stir gently until the mix cools down and thickens, but is of course still easily pourable, and slowly pour it over the balloon, making sure that the dome is as even as possible on all sides. Finally, pick up a chunk of caramel that dripped on the parchment when it is almost hard but still formable, and form it into a ball. Stick it on top of the balloon so it gets the kind of handle the actual dome has, and then you can also put a big sugar pearl on top still. You can also use a small caramel drop as a drop of dew on the rose petal. Now the dome needs to be left to solidify properly before you try to remove the balloon. And it is really important to cut teeny tiny cut in the balloon as close to where the opening is tied as possible so that the water doesn't spray on the dome, destroying it. Also, support the balloon gently as it releases water so that it doesn't break the dome when it starts falling down. And now it's time for the last swirls of the magical spatula before the Enchanted Rose Sundae is done. I recommend to chill the serving glass while throwing the ice cream, because it will give you more time to arrange everything later on without the ice cream melting meanwhile. Scoop 3 balls and 1/2 bowl of ice cream in the serving glass. Add whipping cream and sprinkles if you fancy. Gently balance the wilting rose in the middle, tilting it to face sideways. Arrange the 2 fallen petals carefully and gently and carefully put the caramel dome over. And be enchanted.
Start. Okay, so here we are. The taste test.
Oh my god, it's so beautiful. It's too beautiful to eat. It took 10 hours.
Let's just do it. Say goodbye.
Okay, go.
You
Go.
do it.
Wow, it's really cursed, it's indestructible.
Ah! Ah! No!
It's hard to break the curse.
Come on, beauty. Continue the destruction.
Ooh, going down. Wow. There you go. Wow. The rose has to be eaten. No, let's just eat the sundae. I don't really like sugar, so maybe not for me.
Mm.
It's fine. It is very thick.
Wow, it's heavenly. It's really so good. The combination of rose
Of course,
and
because
wine.
you made it. Come on. Speak. So, feedback on the taste.
Okay, you start because you're not the one who made it.
For me, well, it's good. What can I say?
That's it.
I love the ice cream. It's really heavenly. And, yeah. I like the color. What else?
Howdy. So, I'm really happy because yesterday night when I was doing my 6th, was it the 6th or 8th? I think it was the 6th try on the sugar globe. I was really close to giving up because I thought it's really hopeless. Either I made it too caramelized, too big, too small, it broke up, it didn't work at all. The balloon burst all over my face and clothing. And then finally the last one I managed and I was thinking, is this really worth all the effort? But then when I put it together now, it's, oh my god, that's it. It looks just like I thought it would. I really like the rose and champagne flavor. It was actually inspired by a dessert I had in London at our, was it 2nd year anniversary? Right. And they served the rose ice cream with champagne gelatin cubes. So I was inspired by that flavor combination to use it for the ice cream. So I was really happy with the result.
Can you get more?
Next week.